just want to see those guys at this time of year just at a certain comfort level with everything, recognition of signals, running plays at a full speed level against multiple looks, and sometimes it just hasn't clicked. And we're talking about down the line. We're talking about basic stuff, but overall pleased. By no means are we anywhere where we need to be, and nor probably is any team that wants to be any good this time of year. But so far so good, maybe.
Answering questions about your depth, or will that take fall before you really find out who those guys are going to be?
I think definitely will take the fall, because that happens a lot, especially with new guys. You take a guy like Telly or Tui that in the interior line, the stuff happens really fast and it's physical, and if you're hesitating for a quarter of a second, you're done. And that's where those guys over this next little lull from a physical football standpoint can kind of just build their confidence and kind of watch themselves on film, build that kind of just confidence in their mind, and they come out a new person. Same thing at wideout. Some of those young guys that either haven't played a ton or are new to the program, that's a big place where that happens. So I think, again, we have no rush on that. I know that's neat to put in blogs and stuff to have everybody's depth chart all crisp and clean, but it's a moving deal.
I know you guys just did the draft the other day. Who would be your sleeper guy for Saturday?
My sleeper guy for Saturday, the guy that was involved in the most trade talk was Kenai Benoit. So I don't know if that's
exactly what
grounds for a wild card. Or a player of the game prediction. We have a few guys that are going to play on both teams just by necessity at a couple positions. But yeah, so I'll go Kenai Benoit.
Who would you say is the standout performances of this spring? Come on.
Taylor Ailey's been a guy that's done a lot of good stuff. And was the first guy that popped in my mind, maybe just because it was just mentioned. Tarani Prevost and O'Shea Dunmore have done a lot of really good stuff, starting to play full speed all the time in every phase, offense, defense, and special teams. In their world. Hamani Stevens has gotten a lot better, but still has a ways to go to be a complete type of player. Marcus has been outstanding, which is good. But yeah, that's my blink evaluation.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
You got guys like Marcus and Evo who very publicly decided to come back for this season. Spring's almost over now. Where have you seen them this spring, and where do they kind of transition from here through the summer into next year?
Hopefully it's kind of just rinse, repeat, and a little bit better at everything. Those guys have been awesome tempo setters in every way, both physically on the field, off the field in terms of strength and conditioning realm, and just in setting the tone from the locker room. These guys have come out and competed every single day. We had one little lull in one practice so far this spring for one part, not the entire practice, and that's a good sign. And I think those two guys are a big part of that.
When was that?
I don't know. Yeah, a few days ago.
How much has Braylon been helping out the younger receivers?
He hasn't been too much involved at this stage, but I'm sure he'll help it at some point.
Okay.
What's your primary goal in the spring game? You've got practices out of it. What are you looking for?
You're in charge of weather, so this is good little tempo setter right here. Obviously it's the first and only time we're out with the fans, and to kind of play hard and represent for them, and we know that our fans are going to represent well, and play hard. Just show up and do what we do in that regard. Compete. Got a bunch of guys still fighting to get that summer and fall depth chart kind of ironed out, and go out there in front of fans for the first time and see guys like whether it's O'Shea or Rodney or Taylor. Who else did I just mention that are kind of Kenai? It's the first time in a long time those guys have been out there. So stay healthy, as always.
Have you thought about bringing a cat with you out of the tunnel or anything like that?
I thought about bringing a cat out of the tunnel? I have not. Am I missing something?
Pope Pelini.
I did not see that.
Never mind.
Maybe you should think about it.
That might be the most unanticipated question of all time.
It's big in Lincoln.
Okay, I will Google this right now.
It's a sight to behold. What's John Lloyd's health like right now? I saw him walk off the parades.
He's been great. He had a great day today. So much of those things. I think I joked last year. The ankle brace business or the boot business. That's a great business because now you need a boot. If your elbow hurts, it's because you need a boot. You need a boot. and if those guys have any kind of issue at all, they use some, whether it's for swelling or just obviously for support. But there's a lot of reasons they wear those. That's not due to anything major.
So you think he'll play Saturday?
We anticipate that, yes, sir.
Lots been made about the front seven on defense and the offensive line the last couple of years. They've been bulking up, and you sound like there's been some improvements. Have you seen kind of some good signs about that going into spring and the fall?
We've seen some good signs, and we've seen some good competition. We've seen some days where the offense has had a little bit better of the deal, and then there's some days, and probably more days, where the defense has had the better of it. So encouraging that the competition has been a little bit of a tennis match in that way, but we still have a long way to go. To again just get that functional football size and skill all put together into a functional football player, or a better functional football player is the key.
Which team are you on Saturday?
I'm who's the Goodell? I'm the commissioner, so I will suspend people for the rest of the game at certain points, and we'll have to pull some guys in and out, but I'm neutral.
Fix the scoring system, though, right?
The scoring system was fine. I took the hit for that last year, and I will always take like I said before, the good plays are somebody else, the bad plays are mine.
Yeah. You wasn't sure where these games work. You might have addressed it earlier, just walking in, that the spring games are the fun time for you and the coaches.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think especially doing a competitive one, that's what we want. That's what everybody wants. I think the players overwhelmingly wanted to do that. We tried to do it last year and just couldn't. But it's fun for everybody. It's already the volume's gone up on the talk, which our talk is already pretty good sometimes, but now we'll go out and have some fun.
And I know Sam, just talking to him, he's bigger, playing with the weight this year. He says way stronger, not quite as fast. You like what you're seeing?
He's done some really good things. Yeah, Sam is a guy that just needs to put it all together. He's been a little bit hot and cold just of finishing plays and making plays, but we expect literally big things from him. Yeah.
Who's been the biggest talker?
The biggest talker. We don't have a lot. Probably it has to be either Dargan or Keenan Lowe, I guess. I don't know. But they're both playing well, so as long as they can back it up. We'd prefer not to talk that much.